She's going to be starring alongside Lily Collins, Brie Larson and Jack Quaid in a new movie, Close Personal Friends. What else do we know about this role?
You know, Meghan Markle's latest on-set appearance feels to me like yet another example of her following Sarah Ferguson's post-royal career path. Both women have written children's books, hosted podcasts, appeared on reality TV, appeared on lifestyle shows, and collaborated with Oprah Winfrey. Meghan's decision to play herself in this movie even mirrors Fergie's cameo in Friends. I'd also say that the timing is striking, coming just as Page Six published a scathing piece claiming Hollywood has lost interest in the Sussexes, while insiders insist Meghan is simply testing the waters for a return to acting. I can't help but wonder if the movie leak was a calculated move to distract from the negative headlines coming out of Page Six.
Now, Kinsey, there are reports that Jennifer Garner is trying to push her and Ben Affleck's eldest daughter, Violet Affleck, into political stardom after her speech supporting the continuation of COVID-19 restrictions, including mandatory masks, went viral. I mean, it did go viral, but for all the wrong reasons. An insider told Radar Online they raised Violet to be a concerned and informed citizen first and a celebrity offspring second. And Violet's passionate, informed activism is a validation of that approach. I don't know, Kinsey, that young woman needs professional help, not a political platform.
I was just sitting here thinking, like, they raised her to be paranoid. I think that they're
Yeah.
totally setting up this entitled Nepo baby for disappointment and failure. I mean, I know that Gavin Newsom is the worst, and we are the state that brought you Kamala Harris, but I would hope we would require more from our government officials than their parents being on movie posters. I think all parties involved are delusional if this story is true. I mean, because she just becomes a target. She just becomes a target by putting herself out there, especially when her demands are so unrealistic and polarizing.
Just insane. And that clip went viral because everyone was mocking it, and it was being mocked in fairly harsh fashion. I mean, she is over 18. She's fair game if she's going to speak at the UN. And the fact that she was given the honour of speaking at the UN, I think, says plenty. And Nepo baby is the perfect description there. Now, Jennifer Lawrence has said that she's not going to be talking about politics anymore because celebrities do not make a difference whatsoever on who people vote for, and it just adds fuel to the fire, ripping the country apart. Kinsey, I think she's just reading the room. She was very outspoken during Trump's first term, but I think she understands that the country has moved on, the culture's shifting, and we don't want to hear from far-left celebrities preaching to us endlessly.
I know. I will see her new movie now. And I've avoided a lot of the stuff she's been in just because I thought she seemed really hostile and hateful towards 50% of the country through some of her past comments. I think that hopefully other people are watching this, the way that this plays out and the way that others are responding to this story and going, all right, well, that sounds like a good strategy that maybe I should follow too. I have no idea how Tom Cruise votes. I have absolutely no clue. And I love Tom Cruise for it. And I'll continue to see his movies. And I think that mystique in Hollywood is really important and they need to get it back. And we know how she felt, but thankfully we're not going to know how she feels going forward. And that way I can get lost in her movies and enjoy the films.
You know what? They should conduct themselves, these Hollywood celebrities, like the late Queen, because she was above politics. No one knew how she voted. You may have had your suspicions about what she felt about particular issues, but she stayed out of it because she knew that wasn't her role. Now, before you go, George Clooney has hit out at Hunter Biden after the former first son blasted the actor over that New York Times op-ed, that infamous op-ed he wrote calling for Joe Biden to step down. Kinsey, this is the battle of the scroats in my book. I don't like either of these characters.
Well, I felt like George Clooney's reaction was pretty classy and calculated. I mean, I doubt he got the questions beforehand, but he says, "I wish him well. I don't want to dwell on this. I don't want this to go any further, but I hope he gets better." And something to the effect of, "I hope he has an easy
Oh,
journey." Quietly referring to Hunter's drug abuse. So I felt like it was kind of
you
still
see,
a kick
you
in the
call
gut,
this,
despite
you
taking.
call that classy. You call that classy. I call that passive aggressive. That is having a red hot go whilst trying to seem kind and compassionate. I mean, and to me, that's more underhanded than what Hunter Biden did, which was just say what he felt. You know what? I think I prefer Hunter to George. Kinsey, it's always a pleasure. Thanks for your time.